flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Come on, set. Touchdown. Check. Here we go. Watch 7.
A first down throw for Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. Funchess has it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 91. 50. Like 50. Watch the curl.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the slant. Check 9, check 9.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards. Gain there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 99. Check 99. Hold up. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And coming from where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now throwing third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Keep playing hard.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They run with Hines.
Yeah.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What is it?
And it'll be a
that's all
nickel
I have
look
at
here
8.
for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They find some open field there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the...
Oh, I'm not going to lie. He moving the ball. I get a stop right here.
Went for a big gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll be dropped at the 23.
He diced me up for sure. I ain't going to lie. I don't know what defense for.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that
He's really just going everywhere, so one defense will stop him.
On play action.
Like right there. Oh, that was wood.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He'll have a first
Damn, got another TD.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines.
Oh, I got to get
Second
stopped.
touchdown here in this first half.
All good. It's plenty of time, bro.
Got
to adjust, man.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Chill, bro. That nigga cheat. That nigga too fast, bro.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back.
Ain't nothing I can do when he that fast, bro.
24-yard line.
That shit Madden built different when you fast as hell, bro. I swear. That's why I like playing with Matt Breida. He's the second fastest running back. He's the fastest running back on the game. I'm just putting you like that.
They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down.
How the hell did he speed up?
First down there, but it's incomplete. CD with that incompletion.
Let's talk AFC
playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong.
What's this shit, bro? You running the same play.
And rightly so, because
they're running the same play every possession, bro.
They've won. How they always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh.
You're not supposed to, though. That's the thing. He's doing it and he's not supposed to.
In Week 15.
I know that I can run the exact same play, bro. I know this shit. Don't play that is.
Being chased out left. He can run for it.
Fuck that. We're running the same play
this
now.
Effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now Wilson. And it is incomplete.
Nigga dropped the fucking ball, bro. It's so fucking done.
Call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Hines, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. This will be stopped about crazy, 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3 down, 3 down.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. His pass caught at the 4.
It's baby. Oh, they gave it to him, bro.
He's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
65, 65, 65. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
I can't get the score right here, but I got to get a stop, and I got to get an end zone.
1 on 1st down.
That's it, baby. That's it. Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he
what the fuck? Are you serious right now? Oh, yo, I got a score now.
They add on to their advantage. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added a third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
What do you do, bro? What the hell do you do?
We sat in meetings with coaches, and they used the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, it's Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Got this slow-ass running back, bro.
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football.
I mean, I can't blame it all on him, but man, this is
if you get
tough.
strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
On second down, it's
This is
Carson,
shit, bro.
and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
380. Here we go.
Bro, this is how I run my offense, bro. That's what I do. And then I can do.
3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
He's blitzing inside.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining
so there's no sense to me
second quarter.
Doing anything else.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
If he catches that.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
And now hopefully he throws a pick or something.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So 2 quarters down, 2
Pay your ball back.
Charles
So that's the play. Now I got to just move that
after the
motherfucker.
break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Two possession game.
Both teams
3
appear
possession
ready
game.
for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I'm going to go for 2 when I
This
get
is
to
taken about 7 yards deep.
That's tough.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I'm going to actually do this. I wasn't going to do it at first, but I don't got no choice at this point. Speed kills, County. I always remember that, bro.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Penny. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. You got nothing in there. You got to go 4 down, 4 down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You're not ready.
Play action now. Brissett. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Trey Flowers, pick it off, bro.
And incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense?
Let's
face it, if you got the ball,
this is
4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one.
This shit crazy, bro.
And he'll get in.
He got burned twice, bro.
Touchdown.
He like even pulled him off. Ain't nothing I can do, bro.
Devin Funchess, 34 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I can't do shit.
The
Can't move the
kickoff
ball.
team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Wilson on target there to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. Now Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh,
this is hilarious, bro.
But it's intercepted.
It really is because he came underneath, bro. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
So that's back-to-back
I had him beat.
Interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's tough, bro. I'm not going to lie.
They begin the drive with Hines. stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action with Brissett. Escaping the... And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
That's how you do it.
Down, but not before
That's how you do it, buddy.
45-yard line. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Set, ready, 60 yards, 54. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll check this down to Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more...
Because Carson would have scored right there, bro, because he's a 93 speed, bro.
Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They run it with Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Take 4. 3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Penny.
I can't.
And their play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slam, slam. 95.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points.
They ain't
it's
over
not
yet.
over yet, as they're back within 2 scores. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about... And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, he'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd and 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because
pass interference, bro.
No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bro, who you telling? Hopefully this right here can get a...
Now Wilson throwing again. They set up the screen to Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Loading up, taking all day, bro.
Down he goes. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense.
I need to pick or something, bro. I ain't got to pick the whole game. Ain't had to fumble the whole game.
Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Bro, nigga, that was the first down. Like, where else was I supposed to go?
Now it's Hines. 3 yards on
and
the
then he got
up there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Back on the game.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there.
Bro.
They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez standing right around the midfield stripe. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now it's Wilson.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
14. What you got?
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jabal Sheard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You got to pay attention, Keenan.
Wilson to the
He's
Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check 50. 19. Check. Well.
Now Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Good. Learning experience.
The chain gang
Gotta
hustling
learn
to
how to
catch up.
adjust.
Here's 1st and
Now
goal
he's
from
playing
just
press.
inside the 10.
He backed off. Still can't run a.
From the shotgun, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Mike's 50.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Hey,
this is Hines.
He fucked me all the way up on that one.
The 20. There he goes right side. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
keep playing hard.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done,
oh, that's how the cookie crumbles. Looks like I'm about to leave that league. This is the league game I just played basically. I didn't make the playoffs because I joined the whatchamacallit late, but I only won like one game after I won like 3 games once I joined. We were 4 and 7 once I hate when it does this stuff. But this is the league I'm in. But it's tough, bro. The Colts just beat me, bro. But look, this is the team. Look, check it, bro. This is the team I just played with. This is not the same team, bro. Check it, bro. Check it. Like 93 speed, 93 break tackle, bro. It's not the same team. 94 carry. Like, come on now. Seattle is not Seattle when Chris Carson has 83 speed, and then Rashad Penny has 90 speed. Like, come on, man. Ain't nobody touching Chris Carson if I got that. But it is what it is. I lost, bro. I didn't adjust, so he would have beat me either way, probably. So, and he had a bullshit ass 7 points at the beginning of the game. It should have been a different game, bro. That's all I gotta say. You know, it's a learning experience, bro. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get better at Madden, man. I'm trying to get better at adjusting. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I gotta work on, you know, the little things. So, but the way they do it is they play rather than the Super Bowl, they play a toilet bowl, and the winner of the toilet bowl gets all the first round picks or whatever. Or some shit like that. You get like 3 or 4 or 5 first round picks or whatever. Some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But I'm out, so I don't gotta play no more games, so I'm straight. Everything gotta be about that fucking shit. Beat the shit. I'll probably end up leaving this league now if I had to guess. There's no reason for me to be in it anymore. I think that was like the nail in the coffin for me. So I was already on edge about staying in the league, and now that did it. I think that did it. Oh well. Alright, I guess I'm done. I'm gonna hop the hell off.